Welcome back, everybody. We got a new video for you guys today. A few things to cover, but first things first. I'm proud of it, so I'm gonna do a little reveal here. Let's see. I'm gonna pull this down. Oh, 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 yes, sir. Got 30K in the portfolio. It's been a goal for a while. I mean, when we first started this account back in this January, around January 25th, 26th, the goal was 20K. If you would have told myself then, hey, you'd have 30K by year end in November, it's not even December yet, but I'd be ecstatic. I would be so happy and so satisfied. But now I'm like, man, I want 40K, I want 50K. And we're going to talk about that today, how I plan on growing this $30,000 portfolio into a $50,000 portfolio and eventually a $100,000 portfolio. So, yeah, this week has been insane. We got a lot to get into today. But yeah, $30,000 portfolio, check. Super happy with it. Me, I'm 19 years old. I think I've mentioned it in this channel, but the goal was to get $20,000 by the time I turn 20 years old. Now we're at $30,000. I'm still 19. My birthday isn't until July, so we got a lot of work to do. We're gonna see how high we can push this thing. Hopefully 40, maybe 45, 50. It'd take a lot to get 50, but 40, 45K, that's a new goal. But let's get started, man. Not to get political. We're not Nadia. We're not my girlfriend. Love her to death, but man, she gets political. The Trump campaign, Donald Trump, our former president, has been reelected. Trump wins the election. Markets have soared to all-time highs. It's been an insane week. Let's look at this week. We're up nearly 7.5% this week alone. 2.1K in 1 week after Donald Trump wins the election. Now we can talk hypothetical here. Say, if Kamala Harris won, we wouldn't have this return or this, reaction. But neither here nor there. Whether you voted for Kamala Harris or Donald Trump, I'm thankful that the markets are going up. But man, oh my gosh. I know you guys, congratulations to everyone out there that's hitting new all-time highs in their investing accounts or 401ks. Congratulations to all of you guys. But we also got another 25 basis point cut from the Fed this week. Jerome Powell. Now, I actually saw some interesting clips about people asking him questions about saying, hey, Trump's cabinet has, mentioned that you should resign and this and that. Will you resign if you were asked? And he goes, no, I won't. Now, in my head this whole time, I'm like, yeah, right. I mean, Donald Trump's very stubborn, so he's going to want those interest rates down. And if Jerome Powell isn't on track with that or fully aligning with that, I mean, I could see some friction happening already. But regardless, here's the thing. We got Donald Trump as president, okay? Now we're also going into a rate cut cycle. So this thing is really just ramping up like perfect. Election day is over. So all that fear and uncertainty is over. I mean, we have blue skies ahead. We got this whole AI revolution happening. Rate cuts are happening. Economy is going to start getting better because of the rate cuts. Inflation's coming down. We got new president. I mean, holy cow. How can you not be bullish on this economy and country right now? So, very exciting time. But let's talk about two things, or two positions, I should say. Two positions we sold out of, okay? Snowflake and Tesla. So, let me show you guys my portfolio. This is the whole thing right here, actually, fit on one screen. Now, I recommend you guys follow me on Threads. I've been posting there a little bit more, creating an account. I think it's like owned by Instagram or something, but here's my profile. But I post here a lot more often because it's a little easier than making a whole YouTube video. But I went over that I sold Tesla. I'm reading this to you guys. I'm also showing my profit and loss on my sales, but I hardly ever sell. But I completely sold out of Tesla today. I'm still extremely bullish on Tesla long term, but there's a lot of hype with Trump winning the election, and it is trading extremely expensive. I will be allocating this cash to other stocks I like that are at a better valuation. And it shows I only had 3 shares left after I sold most of it around 260 level, 250. And I made like a 90% gain. So with Trump winning the election, Elon has positioned positioned himself with Trump. So Tesla stock has been going up like crazy, and I just think it's just a lot of hype right now. I mean, earnings hasn't. It's been okay. I mean, the last earnings report was pretty solid from Tesla, but we're still a ways away from the optimists and everything like that. So it's just a safe bet, guys. This is just a safe bet. If it goes up more, I mean, it is what it sucks, but it is what it is. It was a small chunk of our portfolio, anyways. But I'm okay with taking profits at nearly $300 a share. It's fine. And Snowflake, let's go down where I posted about Snowflake. All right, here's a little longer post, but today I completely sold out of my Snowflake position. Thankfully, it was a small position for me, and cutting losses didn't hurt my portfolio too bad. The reason for this was, or 3 reasons, Snowflake is not profitable, which is a big red flag for me and goes against my investment philosophy, which I will go over in a second, my investment philosophy. But another thing is Snowflake's stock-based compensation is extremely high, and I have not heard management address a solution at all. That's a big problem. And Snowflake's valuation is very rich despite its sell-off over the past few years. So just this was one of those stocks where I kept on second guessing myself and my conviction and doing excessive research on it because I just kept kind of doubting it. And I realized I'm like, this is the only stock in my portfolio that has me feeling like this. And the only stock that I've lost money on. And I only lost around $200, but it was just against my investing philosophy. The only stock that I owned that wasn't profitable turns out to be the only stock that I wasn't profitable on. So, coincidence? I don't know. But from now on, like I'm going to go over here, I want to own profitable companies. Only profitable companies. That's just a rule for me. That's part of my investing philosophy. But yeah, so how do I plan on growing this $30,000 portfolio into a $50,000 portfolio and then $100,000 and beyond? 5 rules or 5 key things, okay? Number 1 is buying high quality, profitable, high growth companies, okay? You see my portfolio here? It's pretty concentrated. Transmedics I'll go over in a next video or something like that. But buying high quality, profitable, high growth companies, as you see, my portfolio is stacked with those. Definitely tech heavy, but that's just what I prefer to invest in and how I'm positioning myself. Now, I also am contributing at least $250 a week. Wise man once said, or some wise investor, super investor, said that from getting from $0 to $100,000 portfolio is going to be mostly contributions, but getting from a 6-figure portfolio to a 7-figure portfolio is going to be mostly gains. The bigger your account gets, the less meaningful your contributions are going to be. If you have a $1 million portfolio, contributing $1,000, $2,000 a week isn't going to get you much. But getting this $30,000 portfolio to $50,000, $100,000 contributing is going to help a lot. So that's for number 2. Number 3, keeping the SP 500, VOO in my case right here, my number 1 position. 4, patience. Investing takes a lot of patience, and sometimes you really just have to step back and do nothing, and that's sometimes the hardest thing to do. Because with some of these names, Meta, Microsoft, Google, I mean, these are solid names. They're not going to shoot up 50% in a day. Now, obviously, I have some smaller bets here, like HEMS and Transmedics, that can, go crazy in a short period of time. But a lot of these companies are just going to be, steady growers. So patience is very important. Number 5, do not panic during setbacks. Do not get emotional with your investments. If you own a company like Snowflake was, for my example, where you're stressing about it and you're worried about it and you're second guessing yourself and the stock's going down and you're kind of panicking, you shouldn't own that company. Or if you're nervous about your portfolio for this and that, then you need to make some adjustments to your portfolio. I sleep well at night, knowing all these companies I have high conviction in and are growing at fast rates and are at decent valuations. So those are really important. And number 6, a little bonus, do not break the 5 rules above. That's it. If you do these 5 things, you're going to be pretty successful. Now, I'm definitely no veteran in investing, but one of the biggest tips I could give to anybody getting into investing is ETFs are your best friend. Buy ETFs. VOO is great. Any SP 500 fund. SCHG is one of my favorites. That's actually Louisa's top holding, my business partner and one of my best friends. That's his top holding is SCHG, solid ETF, one of my favorites actually. And QQQ, a little more riskier, only 100 stocks in that ETF, but ETFs are your friend. Picking individual stocks is hard, and sometimes even the hedge fund managers and super investors can't even outperform these funds. So stick to ETFs as long as you can while you learn about investing in individual companies and how to value companies and stuff like that. But that's it for today's video, guys. I appreciate you sticking with me. It's a long one. I say this every video. I'm not gonna say that, but I'm gonna try to be more consistent. I'm getting a little more enthused, with all these all-time highs and stuff like that. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.